guys, welcome to Graceful Beauty. My name is Sheri and today I'm just going to talk with you a little bit about different foundations that you could use to help cover up any hyperpigmentation, melasma, or acne scarring that you may have on your face. Specifically, I have melasma going around my face and all around here. I have hyperpigmentation from sun damage, and I do have some acne and acne scarring. So that is something that I will talk about in a lot of my videos. I am not a makeup expert or a skincare expert by any means, but I'm very passionate about skincare and makeup, and these are just some of the tips and tricks that I do to help cover up my hyperpigmentation and melasma on my face. Now, just a little bit about the skin type that I have. I do have oily skin. Sometimes it's dehydrated also with acne. I use a lot of products on my face to help combat a lot of these issues. So sometimes, especially with the retin-A, my skin will get those dry and snake skin, cracking, peeling, and all that yucky stuff. And then other days, my skin is perfectly hydrated, but it's oily. That's why I use different foundations and different sunscreens and different moisturizers, because my skin changes from one day to the next. So finding a good foundation is wonderful that's suitable for your skin, but something you'll notice I will talk a lot about on this channel is your skincare routine is so much more important than what foundation that you're using. One particular foundation that I have been enjoying that is high coverage and mattifying, and it's great on the days when my skin is a little oily and I have absolutely no dry patches at all. That's the only time I can use this. Otherwise, this type of foundation, it will accentuate every single dry piece of skin on my face. But this is by Jouer. It's their Essential High Coverage Cream Foundation. And I'm just going to do a little how-to of what I do to help cover up my hyperpigmentation. So let's take a look at how I've applied this foundation. And as you can see today, my melasma is a bit darker than it normally is. As I've talked about before, it just changes with my hormones and heat, things like that. So some days it is darker, other days it's lighter, but you can see where it is today. As with most of my foundations, I like to mix two different colors to get the right color combination for my skin. I definitely have a yellow undertone to my skin, and the two that I'm going to be mixing today are Fawn and Bronzed. Their website says it is a lightweight matte foundation, which it truly is, and that's one reason I absolutely love it, because it is mattifying, but not that chalky matte look. It just gives you a natural airbrush look. It's infused with chamomile and cucumber that helps to soothe the skin. It's also infused with hyaluronic acid, which plumps up your skin, and it also includes anti-aging peptides. So with this particular foundation, you need to shake it really well before you apply it. Otherwise, it's just not going to come out very well. Look at how beautiful this bottle is. It's really elegant. It comes in a nice glass bottle, and it's got this really pretty gold pump on the top of it. Now, this is only 20 milliliters, which is a lot less than many foundations come in, but like I said, you literally need maybe even half a pump to cover your face if you're wanting full coverage on your face, because this stuff is that concentrated. So even though it seems like the amount is less in here, it goes a really, really long way. I'm literally just going to do, oh, that's actually too much. And you can see that looks like such a small amount. But this right here would cover my whole face. That was the Fawn that I just put on, and the next one is Bronzed that I'm going to put on, and I just put it right next to it. And look at that. Just a small amount like this. This is way too much for my whole face, but I like to do this so that I can mix them. Today I'm going to use two different application techniques. On one side of my face, I'm going to use the Jouer Precision Foundation Brush that is recommended to use with this specific foundation. It is such a nice brush. It's like the Artiste brushes, and look how thickly packed these bristles are, and it is so velvety soft. It just makes your foundation go on. It looks airbrushed, it's flawless. This is so beautiful. And on the other side, I'm just going to use a damp beauty sponge. This is the Real Techniques beauty sponge, and this is how I like to apply most of my foundations, but we're just going to compare and see which one I like better. Typically when I do this foundation, I always like this better, but then sometimes I touch up with the beauty sponge afterwards. Oftentimes when I use a damp beauty sponge, I also like to spray some makeup setting spray on it before I apply the foundation. This is one I got off Amazon. It's by Bella Jade. It's their makeup setting spray. And I just put a few pumps on my beauty sponge and I'm ready to go. So on this side of my face, I'm going to use the Jouer brush. And I'm just going to take a couple little drops of this foundation and apply it around my face. So as you can see, this foundation is a lot more high coverage than some of the other foundations I wear in my videos and on a day-to-day basis. Now I can actually still see some of the hyperpigmentation underneath this makeup, but you know, I'm not gonna put on layer after layer after layer because then it defeats the whole purpose of trying to put on a very thin coat of foundation. So I do still want my skin to look like skin. These are just steps that I do so that I feel comfortable. And you know, maybe if you're not sure how to wear foundation, again, I'm not a makeup artist, but hopefully some of my tips can help somebody who's maybe struggling with the same skin issues that I am. And again, I cannot stress enough, your skincare routine is so much more important than your makeup routine if you want to have beautiful, glowing, hyperpigmentation free skin. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. I would love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe. And if you did like this video, please click the like button, give it a thumbs up.